Alright, cool. There we go. Alright, we are gonna finish this today. Or tonight. Today. Yes. Okay. I do have a friend. But due to circumstances, we will only be talking through text chat. So, and I'm kind of covering it up back here. So, sorry. Yeah. So, as soon as she lets me know, I will click ready. I'm ready to get this done. This is I wasn't thinking about this all day. I've been thinking about this all day. Freaking went to the gym, then went to work. Yeah, no. This has been on my mind this whole entire time. And I don't get a lot of time between gym and work, so yeah. Kind of want to have enough time because I know there's going to be a lot of freaking cutscenes. I'm not a good talker unless there's like something actually going on. Did she say something while I was gone? Nope. Let me see, let me message her actually. Give me a second, because it's gonna wind up messing up my model. Give me a moment. Okay, there we go. Okay, we have confirmation. Let's do this. Oh, hang on. Oh, it's bright. Turning on a little light so I can. Yeah. Okay. Nope, those are raids. Yeah, no, I am gonna refrain from main tanking on this because I have no idea what's going on. So just to give a little, just to pass the time, I have a bit of a project that I'm working on that I started during Q, and I'm pretty excited to try it out, but we're gonna have to wait because it is more themed around Halloween time. So basically, a model change for the Halloween, if you hadn't guessed it yet. Yeah, I've been messing around with the model software and kind of drew around, messed around with it, and there we go. And yeah, I'm pretty excited to try it out. After we finish tonight's stream, I'll probably work on it and get it set up right to work with the motion capture. I really wish it was more like better motion capture for the mouth, because I really have to like express my mouth whenever I'm speaking, so that way it picks it up. Man, why is it always the DPS that's not ready? There we go. The other thing is I really need to start having my links to the videos in my posts. Oh, we're gonna be fighting on his back, actually?
The deliverance you seek.
Our hunt ends.
Okay, go ahead and go.
There is nowhere you can flee that we cannot follow.
Even stars must die.
Ooh, that came out fast.
Your suffering is at its end. This is a kindness.
I don't know what those do, but I'm getting away from them. Cool, thanks.
All of us have known despair. We have seen the end.
Okay, so you can usually see when that's gonna happen. Okay. What's that doing?
The same end. Again
Don't like it.
and again.
Okay, cool, but it just ended up going in the same spot. Okay. Alright. Hello, you, I don't know why I said that one, sorry. I don't want it to do anything to me. Oh, freaking planet.
A sorrow so deep only emptiness remains.
Okay, I don't like how it's doing, so I'm just gonna move up with this dude.
Feels so lonely between the stars.
That one's so bad.
We have seen the end.
No, I didn't see it in time. Dang it. The hell?
The same end. Again and again. is no happiness in life. There is
So good so
only
far.
one place it may be found. Oblivion.
Spirit combo with bad vibes. Don't worry, I got my mitigations. That'll save me.
Dynamis. No matter. You only delay the inevitable. This is fate. Your time has come. It always does.
Okay. Aww.
What is this defiance? No. The hatred, the pain, the loss.
You always know it means business when the intro starts playing.
Once again,
Or the main theme starts playing.
We will stand against fate.
no matter the cost.
We've been here before. Many a time.
Thus do we know.
To never give up.
Hope will shine again.
What we saw. What I saw. It can only end in misery and desolation. No life, no star, nor the universe itself. None should hope for better. happiness.
Oh, the big dot that was coming really close to us. Oh, it's Medion.
No matter where we flew, there was only darkness and loneliness and pain. We couldn't find the answers Hermes yearned for. The answers he deserved. Greetings, you who are my final encounter. I wish to hear your words, share your feelings, know your thoughts. May we please be friends? Yes, I can see them. The memories of a long, long journey. So many people. The thoughts of them overflowing in your heart. What they live for. What gives their lives meaning. There was never a single answer. You gather pieces of happiness, precious and fragile, only to lose them. Then start again. On and on it goes, until death takes you into its gentle embrace. That which Hermes sent us to find was there all this time, on Atheris. Like a field of flowers, perhaps. At first a single blossom. It spreads and takes on more colors. Thank you for guiding me here. To find these words at journey's end fills me with joy. And so, before I fall forever silent, there is one thing I must do. No expression of regret will undo what my sisters and I have done, or restore what we have stolen. But if you would allow it, I would sing one last song. A song of the newfound joy that swells in my heart. of the beauty of light when it shines across a dark and starless sea. Of a dream that from the soil of worlds now lost to sorrow, life will spring forth once more. Nourished by gentle rains and caressed by uplifting winds. A song of hope. One day, life will fill the universe again, and Hermes will see this and smile. How, I do not know, but I do know that where there is a will, there is a way. After all, miracles happen every day, do they not? I will create a path back to your ship, where your dear friends await. Hold in your heart your desire to return to them, then follow my lead and walk forth. That hope will surely guide you true.
What about Xenos? He was there. How are we gonna get him back? Or maybe we should just leave him there. That's a beautiful shot right there. I like that.
You mean to return to the world where you are hailed as a hero. Hear me then. Not as a hero, but as simply you. As I learned in Alamigo, you are a formidable foe. Stronger than any I have faced. Against you, I need bring my all to bear. I need burn through the candle of my life. This is the sole pleasure I know. And it is the sole pleasure I have to share. And so I come before you to issue challenge and offer singular bliss. If you wish to walk away, I will not stop you. You value life. You do not burn yours save for reasons you deem worthy. Reasons such as those which brought you here. The salvation of a world and its people. The motives of a hero true. But there is more to you than that. You know this to be true. As surely as you know the thrill of pushing your body and soul to their limits. Of confronting ever mightier foes, dancing ever closer to the precipice, wondering if this will be the one to finally fill the void. Such pleasures you seek for their own sake, and no other reason. Is this not so, adventurer?
It reminds me of a Saiyan with that logic. That I can't deny.
Ha! Acceptance! At long last!
He's so excited.
The conflagration of our clash will scorch even the stars!
We'll get into this. Alright. This is always giving me goosebumps. Ah, if I had my lunge, this would be cooler because I could have just jumped right in.
Hold nothing back! Push yourself to your limit and lead to mine!
Oh, you punk!
Is this truly the best Heidelman's chosen can master?
I'm activating these way too late.
Show me your fortitude.
That one was probably too early.
Soon you will know the full extent of my power. Mine for the taking. Mine for the taking.
your reflexes! Mine for the taking!
Whoop.
A test of your reflexes!
Whoa. Run around the circle.
A test of your reflexes! Mine for the taking! Mine for the taking! Ugh. Ah, my soul! How burns! I know the inferno swelling within you. Come! Let all creation be consumed by our ravenous fervor! I have you! Do not tell me your life's fire is already spent. Yes! Yes! Rise once more! It mustn't end yet! A test of your reflexes! I have you! A test of your reflexes!
Oh, do we get like a stack of these?
I have you! Mine for the taking! A test of your reflexes!
Oh, I didn't want that.
I have you!
Man, now I really wish I had freaking leveled up Reaper into this is Reaper. Dang it. I just wasted a blood weapon.
No, not yet. Not until the last of me is spent. Now fall.
Dang it, there goes my blood weapon.
This is my moment. Our moment.
Okay. Of course, it comes down to freaking fists. Honestly, Reaper Xenos looks sick. I really like that model.
That I should lose again. How disappointing. Never have I understood those around me. Understood their obsessions. Besieged by their banality, the world is a mire of tedium and trivialities. too soon. What of you, my mirror? Born into this world, bestowed name, bid to seek out strife and adventure. Was this life a gift or a burden?
Why'd you have to show the grave, man?
Did you find fulfillment?
What a place to have your final resting place be. Freaking just like at the edge of creation, at the edge of the universe, in some parallel world. That's insane.
Safe. Must tend to. Open your. Please.
Someone, and
Please.
you can't leave us. Not like this. If you do, I'll never forgive you. So come on. Open your eyes and get up.
Are you with us?
That freaking goofy smile.
Oh, thank the heavens. For a moment we thought... After what you've done, you're the last person
Oh, girl.
to be asking that. You... How can you keep your promise if you're not here?
Please tell me in post we're actually gonna follow through with that promise.
Another fine show you've put on, my friend.
A fine show indeed. What were you thinking? Fighting alone? Never do that again. My poor heart couldn't bear it.
Put yourself in our place. If you hadn't returned, how do you think we would feel? And if that sounds harsh, it's because we care.
We tended to thy wounds as best we could. But how is the pain? That is gladdening. Grievous as thine injuries were, however, I would counsel repose for a time.
Gladdening! There's nothing gladdening about this! When Meteon appeared in here and told us that you were right behind her, we all got our hopes up. But you never came! And when you finally deigned to appear, you're within an ilm of your life. Damn you! Damn you for making us worry!
Aww. Xenos are taken care of, though.
Oh, those were cries of celebration. Anyway, well, the important thing is that you're
That's
all
not
alive
why
and
they're
in
crying.
reasonably good health, and we mean to get you back that way. As for your earlier request, I'm quite certain we're in range to make contact now.
Ah, excellent. Let us announce our return at once. I hope you're ready.
While you were unconscious, we set out from Ultima Thule, you see. Can you stand? If so, you may wish to see what's outside.
Yeah.
We're home, my friend. We're home.
What a freaking journey this has been. Like, seriously. Oh, Tataru's worried.
It is! It's the Ragnarok! They're back!
Thank heavens.
Truly.
They've done it!
Welcome home.
Yes!
Welcome home, everyone!
I thought it pushed her out the way for a second. So where are we parking this thing? Because it seems like we're parking it there. But that's not probably where we should be parking it. Yeah, just park it in the water. Okay.
Welcome home!
Okay, so can I skip this end credits? I guess I'll go and talk over it. So, yeah, what a freaking journey. What a story. My God. 10 years of this game all played through in the span of 1 year. Because I took my sweet time and... You changed the picture already, please. I did not like Minfilia, along with along with a couple of other my friends. We're not the biggest fans of Minfilia. Anyways, thank you, Papalimo. But yeah, because I like to take my sweet time and level up all the other jobs, and not do MSQ until now. Yeah, it took about a year. Longest one, I think longest one was probably either Realm Reborn itself or Stormblood. Oh, that's when me, Alpino, and freaking Sid went. That's when we freaking got the freaking ship going from what is it, Dusk Vigil? No, Stone Vigil. Stone Vigil. Right? I think so. Stone Vigil. I'm going with Stone Vigil. Man, that felt so long ago. Man, that really felt so long ago. That's when we fought Super Saiyan Gaius. There's a mug that I saw that I would love to have where it's just him and it's just such caffeination. But I don't drink coffee, so I can't use that. Although I would use it with my green tea though. I would use it with my morning green tea. Oh, it's when they pledged at the end. That was good. That was marking the end of Realm Reborn, the story. And then threw us into the post. This is another one of my favorite songs. Just I remember first playing this game. I always loved going to the harbor areas to listen to this song. I forgot what the harbor part was called, which place it was, but I remember going there. Is the one in southern Lenosha? Unless it plays at all the harbors. Oh, Rihanna J. Moon Raider. I'm not gonna lie, that one kind of hurts. Midgard Stormer. He turns into a small one. And he just follows us around, and like he's just like he's just a riddle in a bottle. Just every time he popped out, he just was of no help whatsoever. Just riddle. Honestly, a small part of me wishes that I mean, like we would have gotten some sort of interaction from him. That's when we first met Graha. Didn't know back then, but he was gonna be my favorite character. I swear if it shows his grave again. That's it's too many blows, man. Come on, don't show it. Alpino's signature wood gathering skills. Sir Aymeric and Lucia. Heavensward was a great DLC. That one was a great expansion. Hey, red is twofold. When we first met Estinian, and he was just a blood rage fueled killing machine, hell-bent on committing genocide against the dragons. Yeah. Coolest Dragoon armor, by the way. Like, there's nothing beats the original. Like that, I feel like that was very, very iconic. Nidhogg. Honestly, I loved all the parts that had the dragons in them. Every time they spoke, it always felt like so wise in other world. Why? Why that part? They didn't show the shield. Thank the grave. Thank you, but that was not a better replacement. No. Oh. No, man. Put in my microphone pickup right there. That was weird. Yeah, the whole story for Heavensward and the 1,000-year fight, 1,000-year war between the humans and dragons. That was crazy. That was a good story. That was a really, really, really good story. Ugh. King Thornton and the freaking backup Backstreet Boys. These freaking background dancers. Look at this, we're so tough because we can transform. We can transform into chess pieces. Oh, the Warriors of Darkness. I look back now, after Shadowbringers, looking back, man, Square Enix knows how to take a character, make them completely hateable, and then turn your feelings all around, completely around, just for you to feel for them and care about them. Like seriously, at the beginning, I compared them to Team Rocket. Jesse James and Meowth, but worse. But then Shadowbringers happened, and yeah, that was a huge 180 turn for how I felt on that. It's gonna be a really long end credit scene because we're going through the expansions. It's gonna be really long. We're still in Heavensward. Okay, well now we're in post. Papalymo when he sacrificed himself. Man. At least it's showing the pictures in like in their best Not the best moment, but, you know, in their key moment when they actually made the difference. Now we're in Stormblood. Man, I only gave like one post Heavensward picture. Again, another character where you were just completely unlikable. But then towards the end, Square Enix makes you think about it. They didn't work the same with me for the Warriors of Darkness. But I didn't hate her at the end. God, that armor was freaking just so unnecessary. It's like looking back at a freaking high school yearbook. So it's not even me. Another one, another good one, another good character. Yotsuyu just, you didn't want to care about her. In fact, you hated her guts, and then post story just flips it on its head. The steps were, though that was probably my favorite part of Stormblood. Ian was awesome. I wish we would have gotten more time with him. Outside of Stormblood, that is. He was a cool character. Lease. No comment. Other than it just, she just kind of got a little annoying at times. Unnecessary, I guess. I don't know. Ugh, God, Asahi. Oh, you were just. Ugh. That face just says it all. The fact that he came back at the end, his fanboy energy for Xenos brought him back to life at the end just for that quick moment. Just to be annoying. Her fight, her trial fight was hard. that was a hard fight. It felt more cinematic than anything. Oh, now we're in post. Actually, that last one was also post. I know what I'm talking about. Because I saw he was also post. And we got like, what, like 4 posts from Stormblood? I will say the post for Stormblood was really good. The post stories were really good for Stormblood. I need to go do the side quest for Gaius. Cause I kinda do want to see what happened to him. At that point, that wasn't Xenos, that was I guess we could say spoilers if since we, you know, since we're here at the end in Endwalker, I guess we could talk spoilers. But yeah, that was yeah. Ah, my second favorite character, Graha Lee. Best characters. My favorite duo. I loved their relationship with each other. It was great. It was really great. And the post the post of Shadowbringers really tore it apart. Really tore me apart. Shadowbringers. Gonna sound controversial. Shadowbringers is my favorite. Hands down. I absolutely loved the storytelling in this expansion, in this story. This was fan freaking tastic. I loved it. Oh, Reen. It's awesome when everything in the story started like really like exploding out onto us. Like that was everything with Emmett Selk, learning about Zodiark and Hydaelyn. Like this was just the beginning, and then Endwalker like took it and ran with it, sprinted with it. As when he beat Ranjit. Ranjit was a sick boss battle too, by the way. His was cool. The whole story leading up to making that giant Talos was great. I loved it. And then it turning into a dungeon to get all the way up to Valkyrie. Emitselk. Namarat. Man. Crazy, that picture would have looked like just a random shot of a guy standing in front of a city. But when you know the story, man, that shot tells a huge story. Very good. Very good. Ardbert. Man. Again, Square Enix, just good job on the story writing for turning the Warriors of Darkness and making you feel bad for them. Then not only that, but Ardbert coming in clutch at the end. I can't tell if this is post or not. I want to say this is post. Those two are great. I felt bad when we left. I really felt bad when we left Norvrant. I need to go back and see if there's any like quests that like, you know, deal with like aftermath. I hope there is. 'Cause that'd be fun to play. Probably my favorite trial. The music, the boss, the story, everything was great in this trial. Very, very great. And then the cutscene that plays in the middle. Oh, that one hit hard. That one hit hard. Him finally getting to see Ardbert one more time, even if it really wasn't him. It was just his soul. That was a hard one. And then when we finally got back and Alize went straight to work on trying to help with the Tempered. I feel like after Shadowbringers, Alize well, I don't know, because if you do the Binding Coils of Bahamut raid, she kind of has that energy, but I felt like it came out more after Shadowbringers. Oh, Dynamis. This song is both sad and energizing. Did not like him at first. Even in the trailers. But of course, Square Enix works their magic, and at the end, you feel for the guy. You see where he's coming from. Darn you, Square Enix, for messing with my freaking feelings. Making me second guess everything. Then the fact that he took on freaking Asahi's freaking did not like him. Did not. We went to go help out at Garlemald. And everybody was trying to, you know, show and prove that everybody was still just people, soldiers, no matter what you were, where you belonged to, where your home was. That was a good one. Zodiac, when frickin' Van Daniel took him over. I hope there's an actual trial where we can actually fight Zodiac, like full-powered Zodiac. The Loperids. That was such a such a change in tone. Like you had just beat Zodiac, like the anti-deity to Hydaelyn, and then immediately, hey, we're bunnies who fly a ship that is the size of the moon. By the way, we're bunnies. That part was great. That was probably the biggest part of this story where my heart actually raced really hard, and I was at the edge of my seat because I wanted him and the baby to survive so bad. The adventure with Evan Silk and Isledeus. That was great. Just love how he just tried to ignore us the whole time and just like, it's not my problem. I ain't gonna die. I didn't. No. Nope. Hermes, Medion. That was such a low blow to find out that Hermes and Medion were the ones that caused the final days. And it wasn't even by, like, you know, out of ill will. Part where Vana made her decisions. Part where Alize freaking told off Xenos. That was great. Spoke her mind to the guy who could end her life in like a snap. Freaking Urianger's closure. I'm glad he got that. That was a really well-deserved moment for Urianger. Never get over that. We finally meet the equivalent of dad, and just yo, you ready to throw down? That was cool, seeing the primals come together. and them not being evil or, you know, malicious. Ultima Thule's part was just absolutely constant jabs at your heart. That part was really good. That was a really good teary-eyed moment right there. Because Medion finally got her reward, which was the Elpis flowers. That was a good one. Yeah, I guess that's all the pictures that we get. Not gonna show the final, you know, clash between us and Xenos. But yeah, really a freaking journey this game was. And we still have Post and Dawn Trail to get to. Can't wait. Havoc. Bink Video. By Epic Games Tool LLC. Sorry, now I'm kind of reading the end credits titles. Well, yeah, 10 years worth of content and stuff, you know. Within 1 year, 2 year. No, 1 year. 1 year. I want to say 1 year. 1 year. Yeah, 1 year. In that 1 year, I've grown an addiction to this game. Every time I get home, or I have free time to jump on any game in my backlog. My backlog has grown insanely huge. And I haven't played a single one because this right here, this game. This game. Like at first it felt more like I'm paying for a subscription, so I feel like I should be playing it, to I just want to play this game. I want to level up my jobs. I want to play different things. I want to get different loot. The events were fun, even though they were like, you know, small 3 mission, 4 mission. I think the longest was like probably 5 missions, 6, 7 missions for Final Fantasy 15 collab. Okay, here we go. I'm really glad I got this armor for this. Aww. That's cool. I like that.
Dearest mother, dearest father, this letter will be the very last that I write to you from the Rising Stones. As I commit these words to parchment, I fondly recall my journey as a scion. From the time I first walked into the Order's former halls, to the time I set forth to forestall the final days. At the farthest reaches of the Sea of Stars, we fought the battle of our lives. Fought against despair itself, a veritable maelstrom of it, fed by the resignation that dwelled in the hearts of beings not so unlike ourselves. Full oft have I harbored the same malaise. Have I been brought to my knees?
Why are you gonna show Ilberd? Come on.
By the weight of sorrow and defeat, convinced that I will never rise again. However, I have also known many moments of unbridled joy and happiness.
That one time when Thancred went through a phase.
By this truth do I find hope within, blooming resplendent, like the Elpis flower. And thus do I endure. Do I look forward to creating more memories with my friends and loved ones. For from these fertile seeds, yet more hope shall spring forth. And they will grow to become shining lights that illuminate the dark. Thus believing, I leave the rising stones behind, as will my comrades. For, as we have decided, after careful deliberation, we are disbanding the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
What?
There you are, Alphino. Everyone is already gathered in the foyer.
My apologies. I'll be right there. At least, that is what the story will be. Sorry to keep you all waiting.
What could you possibly have left to do now?
Oh, just a letter.
I imagine it will be a while before we can gather like this again.
So it must be, if we're to keep up appearances. From now on, it falls to the Grand Company of Eorzea and its allies to deal with the realm's crises.
Meanwhile, we shall return to our erstwhile ways. Retreating from plain sight to take our place in the shadows once more.
Indeed. For the foreseeable future, I expect that we must work independently as we seek out problems that want for solving. But a day will come when we face another great challenge, and we will face it together, as we always have.
As much as I look forward to that day, I do hope it doesn't come anytime soon.
Well, formal association or no, if any of you should require my services, you need but ask. I'll be glad to keep my lance arm honed.
I'll hold you to that. So you had better keep your link pearl on hand.
So you really mean to stay, Tataru?
Oh, someone has to keep the Rising Stones in proper order. And even a super-secret organization requires a super-secret base of operations. To the rest of the world, it will be naught more than a workshop for Eorzea's foremost up-and-coming artisan. If you thought our coffers were full to bursting before, just wait till I can devote myself wholly to the crafts.
Plotting to build a mercantile empire to rival that of Lord Lodorito, are we?
I, for one, look forward to your future successes, Tataru, as do I our next meeting.
And with that, I believe it is past time you all made ready to depart. Leave no preparations undone or words unsaid, all right? Now, off with you.
That's right. Before everything happened, and it was just crisis after crisis, the Scions were just covert, working in the shadows. That's how it started. Alright, who to start with? Start from the side. Oh, they're not voice lined. Okay, Osir, thou hast spoken with our comrades. Though this parting be not forevermore, 'tis nonetheless occasion for sorrow. Akin to a pixie's path, the navigation of such farewells is a perilous endeavor indeed. For their part, however, the Loperites embark upon a new beginning. Though bereft of its purpose as a vessel, the moon yet remaineth hospitable for the creatures of Aetheris. Thus do our lunar visitors convene with the Forum, intent upon assigning some new and beneficial role to our solitary satellite. Yet ere that may come to pass, there is much more each party must learn of the other, a process which doth promise to be eventful indeed. To that end, a Kadir of Loperites hath gleefully dispersed across our lands in the name of mutual understanding. That's cool. Hydaelyn, 'tis said, did imbue them with her love for all things born of this star, and 'tis Vana's own nature, I believe, which doth manifest in this irrepressible, inexhaustible curiosity of theirs. Yeah. Having witnessed that which they strove to achieve, I wish most keenly for their long labors to be rewarded, that their abiding affection for man result in a boon for all. Moreover, I hope to continue our acquaintance and share in such knowledge as they see fit to impart. I'd call it friendship. You're the first to truly understand them. Acquaintance, I'd call it friendship. I did not wish to presume. I would be honored should they consider me a friend. For 'tis certainly true that I have grown fond of their company. But I shall digress no further. This day should belong to the scions of the seventh dawn, to mine incomparable companions. Oft times hath mine reticence caused thee grief, and mine actions spurred allies to suspect betrayal. Oh my god, I'm glad I started with Urianger. And yet here amongst you I still stand. No amount of words could express my gratitude for thine acceptance and forgiveness. Thus instead I do proffer my humble support. Be it unto the deepest abyss or the highest heavens, even if I must needs founder cross stormy seas, ever shall I answer thy summons. Just be careful in those seas, Urianger. You can't swim. Seer, seen to your preparations, have you? I'm just making another sweep of my belongings. Wouldn't do to find I've forgotten something halfway to my destination. Oh, in the case you hadn't heard, we've received new reports detailing the devastation caused by the final days. It appears the situation is gravest in the land surrounding the Bounty, where the sky first began to burn. After that, the calamity was observed in the far north, in Garlemald and the frozen lands beyond. We also had reports of the heavens catching fire in isolated locations, one of which was an area in the northern Empty. Had our quest taken any longer, Sharlayan too may have come under threat. Thank goodness it's over now. To be sure, blasphemies and lesser beasts may still be roaming about, but these localized crises should be well within the capacities of each nation to handle on their own. The scions are no longer needed. Which isn't to say that we won't help out where we can, of course, as individuals know more of this order business. For my part, I'll be heading to Garlemald with Alphino. They were among the worst affected and still need all the help they can get. Won't be easy. An inevitable part of aiding those in need is coming face to face with tragedy. Knowing it doesn't make it easier, though, that I'll curse my weakness, my inability to fix every problem and save every lost soul. But no matter how much it hurts, I won't give up. I'll do what I can for as many people as I can, begrudging no effort. And should I find myself discouraged, I'll remember you, think back fondly to one of your many moments of triumph, and the accompanying determined expression. Even those that still annoy me in retrospect, like when you activated the teleporter without warning. Should you hear about me, I want you to remember too. Remember that I'm out there somewhere trying my very best. I kind of want to be playful. I look forward to hearing all about the legendary Alize Livionaire. You can keep up with me? You asked for it, so you had better watch out. Oh yes. Next time we meet, I'll be vastly improved, so don't be surprised when you find yourself marveling at me. Let's do Cryo. Oh, Seer, how are you feeling? Any lingering aches or pains? can't apologize enough for sending Xenos to find you in Ultima Thule. When he came to me in Charlene, I was truly torn. As ever, there was only one thing on his mind. Forced to make a decision, I reasoned that if he would not be deterred from seeking you out, he might at least aid us in our cause, and so I struck a bargain. In the end, he was true to his word, and you defeated him despite your earlier exertions. But knowing the state you were found in, it could have ended very differently. My decision almost cost you your life, and no words could express the remorse I feel. Nah, we had a freaking epic battle, it's fine. No, I'd freaking freak her out, no. It was a relief to hear you say that, thank you. Time and time again, I've been made to feel— oh, I didn't read it in time! I wasn't much use in battle, nor could I face the forum without my nerves getting the better of me. It always fell to you and the others. I must and will do better. I shall begin with the restoration of the students of Baldesian. Through our work, Charlene will strengthen its ties with other nations that we may be better prepared to face whatever threat arises in the future. Of course, this isn't something I can accomplish alone, but thankfully I have the staunchest of help in Raha and Ojika and our other remaining members. Together, we'll continue Grandfather's work. As before, certain commissions will take us to dangerous locales, and we may need to call upon seasoned adventurers. At such times might you be willing to assist us, not because you feel obliged, mind you, but because you feel lured for the task itself. I don't know why you'd have to ask us that. Marvelous. Should something of interest arise, I shan't hesitate to reach out to you. Till that day, I shall endeavor to become a more dependable comrade. You did a lot, Kryl. You deserve more than what you're giving yourself. Let's do alpha node. Oh, Seer, pray forgive me for delaying the gathering. I was writing a letter, you see, to my parents. As busy as Father has been tending the aftermath of the Exodus, he has been good enough to show concern for the Scions. And besides, I've made them worry enough for a long time. Henceforth, I will endeavor to write as often as I am able to. Little effort to set their minds at ease while we continue to be away from Charlene. Both Alize and I are off to assist with Garlemald's recovery, you see. Though uncertainty remains over what will become of the nation, we cannot well leave the capital in its present state. We will rejoin those members of the Ilzabard contingent still stationed there. Lucia and Maxima helmed the relief effort, with support from our allies, people of Garlemald among them. They will gradually be joined by those who have finished treating the tempered across the lands. Lest you misunderstand, we do not seek redemption for failing Lysenia and her sister. That is a burden we must always bear. Nay, we go because of the truth in Lord Quintus's words. Truth that whatever ideals individuals may espouse, nations are not moved to action unless they stand to benefit. For the foreseeable future, the fallen empire will be at the mercy of both internal and external forces. Though I do not doubt the intentions of the contingent, with greater powers involved in the relief effort, our allies may well find themselves drawn into a political agenda. In going, we seek to ensure that the needs of the people come first, to understand their hearts, that we may better help them to begin anew. You'd best write me too. Write you letters? Of course I would be glad to do so. But I would be gladder still were you to come and visit, and I believe I speak for Alize as well. For fairly as long as I've been in Eorzea, you've been at my side, watching over me in good times and in bad. How many times have we gathered to share tidings? None could possibly keep count. The world is changing and will continue to do so, yet no matter what the future brings, I hope that I can ever look to you, in good times and in bad, as a dependable comrade and dear friend both. Thank you, Osir, from the bottom of my heart. Man, Alright, Thancred, you're next. Our champion savior. I was beginning to think my chance for an audience would never come. Ahem, that sounded more amusing in my head. Speaking of heads, I was worried about yours, and the rest of you for that matter. On the men, I trust. Way with words. Glad to hear it. You were in a bad way, and healing magics or no, I'm impressed by how swiftly you've recovered. Then again, 'tis hardly the first time you've cheated death. Your strength of will has never failed to astonish me. Look at what you've accomplished. Mignon defeated, her song of oblivion cut short, Source and all her reflections delivered from the final days. If you had faltered at the last, then all hope would have been lost, but you held fast. Now Irene has a tomorrow to look forward to. I could ask for no greater gift than that. As for a lesser gift, however, the next time you see her, I would appreciate you not describing my travel plans with Urianger as aimless wandering. We've a purpose in our roaming, after all, keeping an eye on things in absence of the scions on the world stage. There will never be an end to the little problems that go unattended by nations. We will do our best to help out where and when we can. Which I suppose is an approach not far removed from aimless wandering, when you get down to it. Perhaps you could tell her I am faring well, and leave it at that, eh? No need to mention this feeling of being uprooted. I've never been one to stand still for long, but when I think of home, 'tis the rising stones which comes to mind. How many times have we set out from this base, thence to return when our work was done? On the day the Scions came together, I only hoped for Minfilia to find a place where she belonged, but never did I expect to find one here for myself. Indulge me, Osir, I have a question for you, and imagine Minfilia herself is asking. Are you glad you joined the Scions? Best decision I ever made. I can honestly say the same. But all good things must come to an end, at least for a time. Should you need a helping hand for infiltration or reconnaissance, you know who to ask. I'll come running and you'll likely get a certain funny-talking fortune teller into the bargain. Stinian. The music already. Yeah? Is that what we're doing? If you have something to say, then out with it. Just worried how you'll earn your keep now. Just wondering how I'll earn my keep now. You talk as if the Scion's dissolution was more than mere pretense. There may be fewer calls to action, but we should be compensated as before. Why are you so concerned for me anyway? In any case, I do not want for options, even if some are worse than others. No sooner did Aymeric hear about our disbandment than he offered me a position as a guardsman in the Imperium district. As a former Azure Dragoon, I'm guaranteed to be popular, he said. Who does he take me for? Even without his meddling, I'm perfectly capable of finding employment, and have. Oh? Some days ago, a Hannish envoy arrived with word from Virtra. The worm requests my presence as soon as things have settled there. He did not deign to mention why I am needed, he didn't deign to mention why I'm needed, but it pertains to dragons like as not. Thavnir, like elsewhere, the phenomenon caused by the final days abated when you defeated Mignon. Though it was too late for those who had already transformed, life is beginning to return to normal for the survivors. Of those who sought refuge in Charlayan, most have already returned home. But many do not have a home to return to, nor loved ones. By an arrangement between Vritra and the Forum, such souls may remain in Charlayan if they wish, to work and study. Vritra was always a satrap in truth. It's gratifying to see him become one in name as well. One who has the complete confidence of his people, if the envoy's tone was any indication. I often find myself speaking favorable of dragons of late. Yeah. Not so long ago I would have assumed his benevolence hid ulterior motives, but 'tis clear he cares for his people, and they in turn revere him. To know such a nation may flourish is comforting. Vritra's kin sought release from conflict, so weary were they of the suffering it wrought. They surrendered to oblivion. But Midgard Stormer didn't give up. Oh, hang on. Sorry, my dog started barking. In my lance, I feel the weight of their struggle and the strength of their resolve, and it lends me strength. These things I might never have learned had I not joined you. Should you ever have need of me, I will come. At the very least, it might be an opportunity to earn coin. That was a good one. Of course, we're gonna save the best one for last. Okay, Ishtola. Oh, are we saying our farewells too? I hadn't at present planned on a journey of any great length. Not that I am averse to a moment or two of quiet reminiscence. In fact, there was something I'd been meaning to ask you, something that has been in my thoughts since the last flames of the final day subsided. During our travels, we have witnessed more than a lifetime's worth of oddities and spectacles, more than can be easily recalled or remembered. And nestled amongst those memories are certain essential facts, the history of Aetheris and the ancients, glimpses of the Aya, of their culture and philosophy. Rather than simply hoard such treasures in my mind, I wonder if I should not be disseminating them in formal records for wider consumption. When needed, I have penned reports and prepared briefings, but ever have I balked at the idea of binding the subject of my studies in a book or tablet. Truth is given shape and interpretation. When we seek to capture it with our words, it is invariably molded to fit a narrative, no matter how well-intentioned the rendering. An event is described as sad, a summation which fails to express the emotional complexity, yet the word on the page is what endures, a pale shadow of reality. Throughout history, some have deliberately embellished the truth, but I believe many, if not most, deviations are the result of similar linguistic shortcomings, piling one upon the other until the end result is unrecognizable from its origin. Which is why I fear that writing on account in my own words would be akin to diluting fine wine with water. Yet even with the potential for corrupted meaning, I do of course realize the importance of keeping written records. Without them, my search for wisdom would be a painful affair indeed. But what say you on this matter? Should I take up the quill, reflect upon those experiences only we have shared, and seek to preserve them for posterity? Let them be read and remembered. Very well then, I shall endeavor to pen what I can of the Aya and the ancients, and of so many other wonders. I am no scribe. It will be less a polished work and more a reordering of scattered notes. In any case, I feel much better for having sought your opinion. Left to our own devices, we tend to overthink such things. I will otherwise return to following where my curiosity leads. After all, a safe method of travel to the first yet eludes me, and our venture into the great expanse has prompted an entirely new set of questions. Should you stumble into the unknown or struggle with some impenetrable mystery, know that I am at your beck and call. It never hurts to see things from a different perspective, and mine is rather different than most. That is true. I don't want to read Graha's. Oh, sir, might you have a moment to talk? With the Scion stepping away from the public eye, I've been left to consider what new endeavors I might pursue. And after speaking with Kryle, I've decided I will be assisting her in rebuilding the students of Valdesian. Not only am I indebted to Master Galuf for giving me a new home, but had our order never existed, I would have never set foot within the Crystal Tower. How different my life might have been. I would have never met you, never become caretaker of the tower, never became a Scion. You gave me the chance to do so much good, and I hope to continue to do so with the students. For an added benefit, new mysteries often find their way to our doorsteps. Mysteries that could prove ideal for fulfilling our promise to embark on a new adventure together, unlike any we've experienced before. Whenever you have the time and inclination, my friend, I stand ready to accompany you into the unknown. Do you recall in the realm of the Omicrons when I asked if you thought I may someday be mentioned in your epic? While it is true that to earn a place at your side would be the stuff of dreams, in the end nothing would give me greater joy than to stand with you in the here and now. It needn't be some grand endeavor. There needn't be a promise whenever adventure calls. I won't hesitate to invite you. I hope that you will do the same for me. I'll hold you to that. As much as we have already seen, there's still so much we haven't. Who knows, perhaps we will even encounter survivors of the Omicron somewhere out there. After all, given how they took to the stars, it isn't implausible that some found themselves far from home. And should we encounter a wayward traveler awaiting commands that will never come, I would bid them seek adventure with someone, and with that partner find a new purpose, a new dream. For if crystals can hold fast to dreams, why not Omicrons? Wherever your plans may lead, do not hesitate to send word. And should a commission of interest come my way, you will be the first to know. Spoken your fill, have you? If so, I'm thinking to send everyone off. With your permission, then. Your attention, please. At risk of spoiling the mood, the time of departure is upon us. In my capacity as your receptionist, I bid you all safe journeys till next we meet. Be well. Am I gonna have room for these? No. Oh, that's great. Okay, I don't know what that is, so I'm just gonna discard that. I'm gonna go and discard that. And I'm gonna go and discard that. Okay, now I should have enough. Let me just make sure, just in case. Oh, I need to go get more glamour prisms. There we go. What a way to spoil the mood there.
I suppose we're after Garlemald then. Though we ought to speak with Lord Emmerich first. If he's received word of any recent developments, we need to know.
'Twould be prudent to purchase some warmer clothes at least. Mayhap we can pick up a few souvenirs for Euless and the others while we're at it.
Where will you all be heading next?
Dravania, there is a book I've been meaning to borrow from the Great Google Library. And I can think of at least one person who will be most displeased should I fail to visit before leaving.
We've no particular destination in mind, but we do intend to stop in Charlian before we set off.
We had thought to ask after the Loporrits. I am curious as to how well those who chose to remain are adapting to their changed circumstances.
Might we accompany you then? Raha and I were planning to return to the Baldessian Annex.
Commissions have been piling up in our absence, and they must be dealt with ere we begin our work in earnest.
Estinian, you will return to Rads at Han, will you not?
Aye. For Vritra's benefit, though I've yet to hear the details. I may not stay long.
I see. Then it is here the Scions at last part ways, each to some far-flung corner of the realm.
Perhaps. But I believe one of our number, a rather important one at that, has yet to divulge his plans.
I'm gonna go hunting for some better looking gear.
Quite right. Indeed.
Fair point.
So, what's next for our humble adventurer?
Yet stand tall, my friend. Our journey will never end.
The constancy of this place never ceases to amaze me. An ocean of souls, shimmering and eternal. And yet, something stirs. Yes. Steeped in darkness, deep as starless night, the beast hungers. Alas, I dare not investigate in earnest before the coming of my guiding star, as he foretold. We shall descend to the depths, you and I, to confront the dread beast Pandemonium. Oh, the sights we shall see. The sights we shall see.
That's Litibus, isn't it? Before he became a Litibus. You completed the main scenario quest Endwalker. Quests to unlock new content now have become available in Old Charlatan. Additionally, you may now enter the dead ends with a party of NPC avatars. Okay. Rest well, champion of Aetheris, for many and more adventures await you. Well, there we have it. Done. At least, you know. Alright. Well, that was it. That was the big story. Man, what a freaking adventure. I know it's not goodbyes and it's not actual farewells, but man, do I hate when you have to leave something behind after spending so much time and significant adventures with those characters, with those people. When it comes to real life and, you know, stories, video games, fiction, anything. When it comes to also people in real life, when it comes to real life, it's when it comes time to part ways, that's it's hard, and you look back on those times and you wonder, when is the next time you're gonna meet? That's why you try hard to make sure you stay connected to the ones that mean the most to you. Because those will mean the most. And it means that much more whenever you actually make the attempt to stay connected. I don't have anything in my eye. No, I don't. Let's start post before I go on a freaking tangent. Sir, how lovely to see you. If you're not in too much of a rush, I was about to make a pot of tea. Would you like a cup? Yes, Sitaru, please. Take a seat then, and I'll find us something to nibble on as well. Something to nibble on? That's a bunch of sweets. So empty now.
It's so much quieter these days without everyone around. Not that I'm pining for your return, you understand. I have my sources, and I know that each and every one of you is doing well and keeping busy with your endeavors. Meanwhile, I'm left with a surplus of free time and the question of how to make the most of it. What about you? Any plans for the immediate future?
I like how in the perspective of this playthrough, everybody went their several ways, and then we just turned around and went back in.
Well, if that's the case, I might have a suggestion for you. You fought bravely and selflessly, helping those in need and saving our star from unimaginable threats. For your deeds, you've been hailed as the champion of Eorzea and a host of other incredible things. But why not put those titles aside for a while? Acquit yourself as a simple adventurer again and travel the world in search of wonder.
That's right. We started out as an adventurer on a cart when we met Alphino and Alize.
Spirit, I can feel from here the blazing fire that just lit in your belly.
And then we traveled to the end of the world and fought
All you need
a
is
deity.
a destination. If you're having trouble deciding, just leave it to me. Thavner, that's where you should go next. I doubt you were able to squeeze in a proper tour of Radzat-Han the last time you were there. What with the burning skies and rampaging monsters and so forth. And I'm sure Vritra would be pleased to see you. Then there's the bounty itself. The Empire's presence in the region was always a deterrent to exploration. So if you've a mind to sail that sea, now's your chance. Just think of all the new experiences you could have.
Tell me, have you been to the ruins beneath the waters of the Bounty? As the bearer of Azem's crystal, you may consider your duty to see at least that much.
Oh, I know that look. That's an adventurer ready to take on the world. In anticipation of an occasion like this, I was planning to gift you a new set of traveling clothes, but it's still a work in progress. Shouldn't take much longer now though, so sit tight and I'll have the last few bits sewn up before you can finish another cup of tea.
I feel like that make sure it has pockets is a joke. Oop. Kind of went off camera there.
Stitch in here and trim in there, knot the threads with love and care. Just a little more to go. I'm sure you're still brimming with excitement.
I actually am.
I'm one with the needle. See how the fabric surrenders to my whims. Don't worry. I'll make sure the lining has plenty of pockets for all your little treasures. I swear adventurers are worse than children when it comes to hoarding every feather and leaf and animal hide they come across. We mustn't forget the waterproofing. Gods forbid you forget to disrobe before plunging into the sea, or a river, or a piping hot bath.
Oh. Whatever, winds up being Xenos again. Because that was a Reaper. Happy? Thought I was gonna stay happy? This whole entire last freaking 30 minutes has been freaking emotional.
Ah, you're awake. My apologies. I do get a little carried away with my sewing.
Ah, that's okay.
You seem
That's
awfully
passion.
cheerful. Pleasant dream? Or are you just looking forward to the next chapter of your grand saga? Either way, I promise to provide you with new apparel, and so I shall. If you'll accompany me to the Diamond Forge, we can put the finishing touches on your outfit. Shall we?
More donut. That was what I was thinking of. What you call it the other day, or in the last stream. Observe as the artiste refines her piece into a masterpiece. No napping this time. I only need a moment, you'll see. A little more room in the shoulders. Open up the cuffs. A final adjustment to the hem. All done. Let's see how it looks on the mannequin. Isn't that... Never mind. Well, what do you think? Doesn't it just scream ready to... I didn't get to see it. So glad you approve. Oh, Jenny Satatari, thank you. Making me blush. If you really want to thank me, though, all I ask is that you wear this on your travels. Or at least anywhere lots of adventurers might gather. Though look at you, famous hero, I wonder, wherever did he purchase those stylists yet practical garments? Free advertisement. And before you know it, hordes of new customers were climbing over each other at the place orders at the Taru's boutique. Mwahaha, I can hear it now. The merry clink clink of gil overflowing from my coffers. Sweet music to my ears. And burgeoning merchant empires aside, you must be excited to start a fresh chapter of your life. New places to go, new people to meet. I often wonder how you remember all your experiences and exploits without taking at least few notes. Oh, maybe you should start doing just that. You never know when some odd past detail might become relevant, or if one day you'll take a blow to the head and forget the better part of the past decade. Something to keep in mind. And at ease. Blech. Collection expanded, the unending codex. May look at that later. Alrighty, well then I think that's gonna go ahead and do it for tonight. We could start fresh in the next stream. Oh, what a freaking adventure. All this only in 2 hours and 30 minutes. 33 to be exact and counting, but wow. Well, thank you all for joining. Hope you all have a good night. I don't know what to say right now. I really don't. Good night. Have a good day. Have a good morning, whichever time you're watching this. Thanks for joining. I'll see y'all next time.